tryna sex me. Man, I try focus, she no let me. She be in my DM, she dey text me. She dey tempt me, she wanna come over. Say she wanna taste my sugar. Say the man sweet fast forward. And she no want no order, no order. Come over.
But here she'll tell me the story that would have never been told.
But I choose to leave. When I'm empty inside, I'd rather rise and float. I choose to breathe. They call me solo to feel my halo. Hello, why? When they see me in the mall, in the middle of a brawl, they spot me playing ball. Only my name they call. My role at my arrival. Ooh, now I'm on. She's down funny. Make you give me company. She's down funny. You turn me on. She's down funny. Baby, give me company. She's down funny.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's still your boy, the Z, the E, the X to the ZY. ZeXzy. Welcome to the live stream today. It's a good day. It's a sunny day. It's a beautiful day. And I'm so happy to be alive. So happy to join you guys for yet another live stream. All the way leading to July 18th for the release of Maple Grove's finest album. First album from me, from the stable of Maple Grove Entertainment, Every Sound, and it's a marathon. It's a beautiful one, incredible journey thus far, and I'm happy to always join you guys every week to talk to you, tell you how it's going, and let you know that we're kicking. And always remember, this is a Maple Grove Media production. Jamie Thiessen is behind the scenes, making everything happen. Thank you so much, Jamie. So I thank you guys for joining us today for this live stream. Beautiful Wednesday afternoon here in New York, America. From anywhere you're listening to us from, we are glad to have you. Thank you so much. Thank you for always making our time. Myself and my manager were just discussing this afternoon, and we're talking about mental health, and then we found out that it's actually mental health month for men. Yeah, mental health is important for everybody, but research has found that most men, including myself, we don't think so much, or we don't put so much effort into our mental health. We don't take as much care of our mental health as women do. So I guess why the month of June was designated as Mental Health Month for men, so that we can start prioritizing the things that we focus on, our joy, trying to get rid of the sadness and all of that stuff. So happy Mental Health Month to everybody out there, especially the men. So we are going to go on a break and check out my song that I did with Versus last year, and it was all centered on mental health. I was at a low place some time ago in my life, and I had to rough it out. I had to get myself in a good space. I had to find out those things that are triggering, my sad moments and all of that. So it was something that I dealt with, and usually one of my therapies is music. So when I pour my heart out in a song, it's a way of me dealing with my emotions. So whatever is locked in my subconscious, locked in there, I just pour it on the music. So it's almost like a release strategy for me of all the stress that I'm harboring in there. Any pain, any desires, whatever it is that is inside of me that desires expression. Because one of the major problem that people face is ability to express themselves. So when they can't express themselves, that's when depression takes over, or they are overcome by anger, and that's why you see them get triggered easily, and then they go off and start acting crazy. So a lot of people are not paying close attention to their triggers, their mental health, what is making them sad, and what are those triggers that are bringing up negative emotions from the past. So we're going to go check out this song that I did with Versus. It's a beautiful one. Jimmy, take it away. When I come back, we're going to talk more about mental health and how much we need to prioritize our mental health as men and as individuals. We'll be right back.
I choose to live. I've watched time pass me by. Did all I had to do. Paid all the sacrifice. But nothing went as it should. My misery, yeah, it's shocking me. The Titanic is starting to sink. My enemies, yeah, they're stalking me. See them dragging me to breathe. But I choose to live. Oh, when I'm empty inside, I'd rather rise and float. I choose to breathe. Oh, not gonna give in to life. I'd rather dream more. I choose to live.
Yeah, I choose to live, refuse to give up, although I'm losing it. Confused and abused up inside this music biz. A lunatic trapped in my brain. I wanna be a fugitive, elude the thinking that I'm not enough. It is torture. I go on the track, but damn it, that's somebody's daughter. I put on a persona, I'm not understood. It is awful. I'm an iceberg waiting for someone to look under the water, and that's deep. I fear if they find me, they might crash on a dark path. Somebody please turn on the light fast, as the shadows dance to your heartbeat and deplete you. At least you keep them dancing. If the beat stops, they don't need to. The sequel is you get another shot, and so you choose to try and make the angels dance too. The shadows move aside and cohabit. I commit to fight, it's do or die. I commit to try. Committing is more than just isn't worth it, and I said it before. Too many friends that are tortured as mental health is ignored, and the pain travels from you to your family's core. It'd be too late for you to see that you regret it for sure. I'll be the eyes if you're overwhelmed by the storm. I'll be your voice if you're losing all the strength in your chords. I'll be your legs to carry the weight on your shoulders. I'll be the ear, so tell me the story that would have never
But
been
I
told.
choose to live. Oh, when I'm empty inside, I'd rather rise and float. I choose to breathe. Not gonna give in to life. I'd rather dream more. I choose to breathe. I choose to live. I choose not to breathe. I'm not gonna give in to life. No, I wouldn't give in to life. I choose to live.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So, um, it's getting nostalgic for me as the years go by. Since releasing this music, shout out once again to Versus for doing this music. I mean, when you're in the music business, there's a lot of emotions running around, like failures and the things that you want to do that you cannot do. I mean, um, there is just so much to be done, and so many sharks are in the river. So when you hear me say, I choose to leave, oh, when I'm empty inside, I'd rather rise and float. I choose to breathe, oh, not gonna give in to life, I'd rather dream more. I choose to leave. So me saying that I choose to leave is me trying to say that I make a conscious decision every day to choose the positive over the negative, to choose life over death, to choose health over sickness, to choose happiness over sadness, to choose gratitude over complaints. I mean, it's okay to complain, it's okay to talk about any system you're in, any situation you're in, but then you have to make conscious efforts to design a grand plan on how to get out of that situation. For me, I've had my fair share of experience with different individuals. The music business, it's so many low sides, some highs, but so many low sides. And versus in Canada, when my manager sent the song to him, I didn't know what to expect. But when the music came back, it wasn't just the flow and the effortless delivery that I enjoyed, but the storyline. You hear him talk about how it's like an iceberg in the ocean, and he's just hoping that someone looks in there and sees that he's there. And there's so much happening in the music business. He's losing his mind. For me, it was a testament to the fact that you're not in this alone. There are so many other musicians around the world that are going through the same thing you're going through. And if you still go to Versus's Instagram today, he's putting out content, he's pushing, he's not giving up. So there's actually no excuse to give up in life. And whatever it is that you think you're going through, so many people are going through it with a smile on their face. They are walking through it. And if they keep going, my other brother will always tell me that if you stay long enough, it'll get to your turn. Don't stop. You just have to keep going. So that's why that song is very special to me. I'm blessed that I had a team who was able to get Versus team to do what he did on that song, because he snapped. I wasn't expecting that from him, but he snapped on that record, and he blew it out of the park. So shout out to him. It's a song that I'm very proud of. It's a collaboration that I will forever be proud to have done. So shout out to him and his entire team for making that happen. So it's a song that is also going to be on the album, and then there's actually an original of the song before we featured him on that song. So that other one is also going to be on the album. So both songs, different versions. One is just R&B and pop, and this one that has Versus has obviously a rap and a hip hop touch to it. So I hope you guys get to play the album. It's the most eclectic album in the world, coming from the stable of Maple Grove Entertainment. Like, it's an album that has never been done before. We crisscrossed all of the genres in this world. It's never been done. You can fact check me anywhere. It's never been done. And we can't wait to share that album with you guys come the 18th of July. So go mark your calendars, go pre-order the songs. it is going to be wild, and it's going to be a hostile takeover. Maple Grove Entertainment, we are coming. DSPs, get ready. Other artists, get ready. It's going to be a hostile takeover. So it's a project that I'm very proud of. Every sound, all genres, switching tones from rap to hip hop, you know, switching sounds, switching instruments. And also shout out to Olubenga, the guy that played the saxophone on Leave. I also featured him on a song. It was strictly, saxophone on that one. It's a jazz song. It's going to be on this album. It's titled Beach Waves. For the A&R folks that have listened to that song, some will tell you that it gives you this New York nightlife. Some will tell you, this one will be like Niger, Lagos nightlife. I mean, whatever you want to make do with the music, make do with it. But it's a lovely, lovely record. So shout out to Olubenga. He did a masterful job on that song. Even Kenny G will hear that song and say, hey, this guy is he's killing it. And shout out to Kenny G. He's one of my major influences in music. I love him so much. He did a wonderful job. So now to mental health in men. Men have to prioritize their mental health. A lot of men are dying early because we take risks. We are always trying to look out for our family. Not to say our women are not doing so much, but women are so much better at taking care of their mental health. But men need to also learn from women how to prioritize their mental health, how to keep things, in perspective. We don't have to take on all that pressure that we take on, all that pressure we heap on ourselves. We don't have to. I'm releasing my album in the next couple of weeks. It's supposed to be a pressure campaign. Not to say there's no pressure, but I've learned that I can actually separate myself from whatever pressure I'm going through. Music is tough, the industry is tough, but yes, the industry, when I need to put on my costumes and be a musician, yes, I do my thing. And the minute I drop my costumes, I become a normal human being again. So that's one of the way I deal with pressure as an artist. So many artists that I've lived with, they put on this persona of, I have to be a musician outside and be a musician inside and always be all uptight and I'm a musician, I'm an artist, I have to be like this, and all of that is unnecessary pressure. You don't need it. So I am as light can be, because I've come to discover that thinking, worrying, and driving yourself crazy for things you cannot change would not impact your life in any positive way. Rather, you come down with sicknesses and ill health, because the gateway to sickness and ill health is depression. It's a very broad gate, and it just keeps sucking people in. Why? Because a lot of people have not learned the art of prioritizing and knowing what should be pursued and what should be left alone. There are people that you don't have to worry yourself about. So, but they keep thinking of everybody's opinion, worrying yourself. What does this one think? What does that person think? But you don't have to pile all that pressure on yourself. Be yourself, enjoy your life. I mean, there are folks who have listened to our forthcoming album, Every Sound, who have said, ZeXzy is a confused musician. He doesn't he doesn't seem to know which genre he needs to settle with. And it's an opinion, which is a welcome one. But then I know that I can deliver on different genres of music. That's why I do it. So I'm very much at peace with that fact. But I also understand that there are folks who are skeptical because this is something that has never been done before. But who else to do it other than Maple Grove and ZeXzy? So, I mean, it's just the way it is. We can handle it. And that's why we do it. The mentality is, if you go into a departmental store and there is bacon on aisle 7, and there is farm equipment on aisle 8, and there is napkins on aisle 9. When you go to the departmental store, you go to the aisle that concerns you. If you're looking for napkins, go to aisle 9. If you're looking for farm equipment, go to aisle 8. Go and pick what you want. Nobody's going to stop you. So that's the mentality behind us creating this album. Some artists want to face one genre, which is very good. They want to be known for just one sound. It's very good. It works for them. For me, I get so bored listening or doing the same thing or singing in the same tone or singing on the same key, and having, because you're doing the same thing or you're around the same just a small sphere in one genre, you start repeating beats, you start repeating lyrics, you start repeating tones. That's because you're just within one genre. And I would never be pigeonholed as a musician. If I'm going to be pigeonholed as a musician, I'll just leave the game, because it won't give me that creative burst that I enjoy when I do different sounds. When I go into rock and roll, I'm thinking of myself as the new Bryan Adams. Like, I'm going crazy. When I go into R&B, I'm thinking of Usher. I'm thinking of, great R&B musicians. And I'm trying to level up with them, and I'm trying to do also better than them in my own way. So that's how I see music. I don't see music as something that has color, that has race, that has anything. I just love good music. I have mentors in every demographic, and they have all strengthened me and made me a better musician. So there was a time I had that quiet worry, like, wow, it seems like I'm all over the map, and but then I made peace with myself that this is who I am. This is the kind of musician that I am. I mean, why do you want to dull your shine? Why do you want to reduce your light because you're shining too bright? If some people are 60 watts, some are 40 watts, and I'm 1,000 watts, then why don't I just shine on the whole world? If they can shine on one room, it's good. If they can shine on an entire building, it's good. I want to shine on the whole world. So that's my mentality. That's how I think. And that has informed the way I go into everything, the way I do my music, the way I approach people. And I do with utmost sense of humility. It's not even about being entitled, but it's a blessing that I have. And if I don't share it with the world, it starts to become a problem. And that's where it heads back into the same mental health thing. If I don't accept myself as this musician who likes different sounds, who likes different tones, who likes to work with artists across different genres, spanning from rock to hip hop to R&B to pop, I won't be satisfied. And if I'm not satisfied, I'll be depressed. And when I'm depressed, I start to get sick. I read a book one time that I would recommend for everybody. That book is titled Atomic Energies. No, Cybernetics, Atomic Energies of the Mind. Cybernetics, 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 Atomic Energies of the Mind. Now, what is the brief summary of this book? What this book is saying is that ill health or good health starts from a single thought. So if you think something positive, and the cells in your body, because it starts from your mind, from that one single thought that, oh, I'm going to see my girlfriend today and she makes me happy. And that single thought sends a wellness signal to the cells in your body. So what happens is that your body starts to release positive hormones that settles your body, that makes you feel good. And when you feel good, what happens? You are more productive, your relations with people is better, your general psyche is up, and that translates into work because you are much more productive at work. That's because you're happy. Everybody likes to have happy people around them. So what that means too is that it translates into your social life. You can form better bonds with people, thus increasing your network. And you know what they say about a good network? A good network brings great net worth. So all of these things are connected. You need a balanced life, balanced health, balanced mindset to be able to approach life, because life is complex and you have to consciously every day regulate your mind. So even when life is throwing bricks at you, you need to tell yourself that everything is perfect, everything is good. I love life regardless, and I'm grateful for everyone I have around me, because complaints, they lead you nowhere. And what a complaining mind is telling you is to remain in one place. And it's okay to complain if you have the right ears to listen to you. But in a world where nobody really cares, who are you to complain to? You have to fight your battles yourself. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and make yourself better. And another thing too that helps is that if you know that life is hard and life is complex, just treat people the way you want them to treat you. I've seen people who blame other people, and oh, this person doesn't respect me, or that person doesn't respect me, and then they are the most disrespectful people in the world. But somehow they just think that the world should trust respect on them and just say, yes, you deserve the respect. No, respect has to be earned by the way you behave. So it's something that you have to consciously do. The kind of thoughts you let into your mind, the kind of feelings you let overwhelm you. I let joy overwhelm me. So what I do sometimes is that when I find a new song that I'm crazy about, I put my earphones in my ear, I close my eyes, and I go into my own El Dorado. A blissful world where everything is perfect, where I am the king of the whole world. And I just enjoy myself, and I dwell in that feeling. Most of my friends call it kuvuki. My friends in Nigeria will say, you don't enter kuvuki again, where everything is perfect. You are the greatest songwriter in the world. You are the finest human being in the world. But guess what? That has really helped me, because I found out that everything I've dreamt of in kuvuki has come to reality. Kuvuki for me is just a representation of the dream world and the place where I put things together before it comes to me in real life. So that's my imaginary world. I've always been a rock star in that imaginary world. I've always been a rap star in that imaginary world. I've always been the greatest person in that imaginary world. And that positive feeling is how I use to approach people. That high self-esteem is the reason why I try to do right by people, because I value myself so much, and I always use the other person as a mirror. So when I look at you, I'm seeing myself. If I don't want you to cheat me, I don't want to cheat you. If I don't want you to insult me, I don't want to insult you. So the problem that we're having in this world today is a lot of people are running around with very low self-esteem, masquerading it as whatever, confidence, very loudly ignorant. But they go around insulting others, and then when they get a taste of their medicine, they recoil into their shell and say the world is wicked. So for men out there, prioritize your mental health, check yourself, go see a doctor, do the things that make you happy. There's hardly a day that goes by that I don't call a close friend to say hi. How is your wife? How is your family? How are your kids? How are you guys holding up? How is the economy? I mean, we talk about everything, and whatever it is that they have that I don't have, I covet it in a good way. I say, wow, you have this. I hope that someday I get it too. I covet it in the right way. You know, some folks see things that others have that they don't have, and they wish those people lose it and be like them. No, when I see someone who has something that I don't have, I cherish it. I covet it from the depth of my soul and say, God, I want my own. And it may take time, but someday I know I'll get it. And I've gotten so many things that way just from sheer gratitude for other people, just loving them and appreciating them and all the good things that they have going well in their life. And in their moment of grief, if I can offer a handkerchief or a shoulder, I also do so, because no man is an island. There are times when I need people to talk to relieve me of my stress. It's not every time I can do it on my own. It's not every time that Kuvuki solves my problem. Oh. There are times when I'm seriously overwhelmed. I either call my brother, I call a close friend, I call my mom, my dad, whoever that person is that I'm speaking to in that moment. I just let them know, look, I've been having, and then sometimes they remind you of your greatness, and then they remind you of the times you've been so positive and you've been that light that has illuminated the room, and everyone has been able to see or find their own path just by you shining your light. There was a day I was going through stuff, and a friend of mine told me, and I was like, man, I've been on this journey for so long. There's so much I want to do. I can't believe I still haven't done them. And he has gone into his own area. He's on top of his game. He's doing so well. And he told me one thing. He said, ZeXzy, always remember that amongst our committee of friends, you were always that one positive person who made everyone start chasing their goals. You made every one of us to think about our future and start chasing our goals. And today, look at where I am by just associating with you. And there I was losing faith in my own self. But the seed I sowed before in him bore fruit that I fed from. So when you invest in other people, you're actually investing in yourself. Be it a thought, be it a word of advice, financially, emotionally, whatever it is you invest in people, someday will come back to you. Maybe not through them, maybe through someone else. But nature has a way of recycling our waste or even the good things that we put out there. So we need to be careful what we put out, the kind of energies we put out, the kind of company we keep. I've always told myself that wherever I go, I want to live it. I want to live it in a better way than I met it. It's a philosophy that has guided me and has really helped me. So I recommend that book, Cybernetics, Atomic Energies of the Mind. It's going to change your life, and it's going to help you to police your thoughts and the kind of things you just allow into your mind or your brain. Because we seem to forget that however we may think that our thoughts are intangibles, they have an effect on our lives eventually. Whether or not we can hold them, whether or not we can see them or not, we need to police them so they don't take a negative route in our lives. It has really helped me. When I go to a place and I see some negative people, I steer clear from them, because I know that if I let them tank my energy, it's going to affect me. So except I'm in a position of authority to change how they behave or how they think, I just quietly move away if whatever they're doing is going to affect me in a negative way. So you need to police your thoughts, keep your circle clean, go for your health check. whatever it is that makes you happy. If you need to go out with people more, hang around friends. As for men, also take calculated risks. One of the reasons men die early deaths is that we sometimes take misguided, uncalculated risks. I've been there many times. Has led me down a very wrong path, but I've learned from them. I've learned to calculate more before I just dive into anything. At least test with one leg, and then before you go in with the other one. So I urge you all to take care of yourselves in this month of June. Take care of your mental health. Speak to the right people. If you need a counselor, go get one. Just speak to somebody about your problems. I said a problem discussed or shared is a problem half solved, and I believe in that. It has helped me a lot. Has made me a better person. I'm surrounded with a great team. I mean, the confidence with which I speak now is because I know that there's God, there is a great team behind me who is doing all that they can to make, my artistic journey a success, to make every sound as an album. I mean, imagine the Herculean task of facing that kind of album. Every sound, if I had to be switching emotions, switching tones, switching styles, in some cases getting language coach, like in the Latin song that is in the album Aurea. My management had to get me a Spanish teacher to straighten my Spanish, even if I had an app that was teaching me, but I needed a native speaker of the language to help me brush the language, and tell me, okay, you don't use this literally as the app tells you. You can use it like this, colloquially and all that. But it really helped because I had a team. I would have had a mental breakdown. Nobody can do it on their own. You need a team. You need the right people around you, the right friends, everything for you to have a healthy life. So big ups to everyone out there doing their thing. Men, women, but since it's mental health month for men, this is more directed to the men. I want everybody to be well, but specifically our men should take care of themselves, love yourselves, treat yourselves well. The same way you buy good perfumes for your girlfriends, your wife, buy good perfumes for yourself. The same way you take your wives out and you make them feel good, your girlfriends, whoever that person is, the way you take care of other people, because men are known to be natural protectors and providers, to the extent that sometimes we forget ourselves. I know many friends who do amazing things for their wives, and when I look at them, they're not doing those things for themselves. I know friends who do amazing things for their girlfriends, and when I look at them, they're not doing those things for themselves. That's because naturally men are sacrificial people. It's just the way we are. We like the people around us to be happy. First and foremost, because when they are happy, we feel like we are heroes. We are wired like that. We feel like we want to save the situation, and that's just the way we are built. But in all of that, let's not get lost in all of that. We need to take a break sometimes, take care of ourselves, police our thoughts, do the things we're doing for others, for ourselves too, because we need to be taken care of. So thank you guys so much for this live. It's been an amazing one. Happy Mental Health Month from ZeXzy, from the entire Maple Grove team, to everyone in the world, especially our wonderful great men out there, all the superheroes. We love you guys so much. Till I see you again, it's still the Z, the E, the X to the ZY. ZeXzy. It's a Maple Grove Media production. Thank you, Jamie Thiessen. Till I see you guys again, I love you. Take care of yourself. Let's go.
to see me in the mall. In the middle of she be calling ZeXzy.